Flahavan, one of Ireland's sort of fondest Irish businesses, Irish brands, I would think. How do you feel on that title as being one of the nation's national treasures?
Well, yeah, it's something that we're kind of very proud to be associated with the history. Like I'm, one of the seventh generations of the family working in the business. So to have that kind of a heritage that we can be associated with, we're very kind of proud and kind of humbled, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't put any pressure on you, does it?
No. I think I have enough siblings to go around, so I don't think there's too much of that.
Well, in the recent years, you really upped your game in product development. What's been behind that?
I suppose we probably would feel that we're experts in oats, so we would feel that anything in the oat-based space, we should have something there in terms of that kind of type of product range. More recently we've brought out a range of oat drinks, so they've come out last year. That's something we've been working on for quite a while.
How long did that take from sort of inception to on the shelf?
Well, I suppose we probably first, looked at it about 4 or 5 years ago, I'd say, and we would have evaluated it very loosely kind of back then. But I suppose we would have always been kind of keeping an eye on the trends and seeing, that move away from, for a certain consumer, the move away from dairy and to have the option for kind of plant-based alternatives. And in particular, oat was becoming more prominent within that as well. So prior to oat, it had been almond and soya milk were the kind of leaders in the category, but oat seems to have overtaken them all because of, there's a number of different reasons why oat would be kind of a more preferred option versus some of the other plant-based varieties.
It's a stronger flavour, I think.
It does, it has a more of an oaty flavour, and I suppose from an allergy point of view, from an environmental point of view, there's a good number of reasons why it's a probably more environmentally friendly choice maybe as well on that side.
I'd say the family dinners are interesting spaces when you're chucking around new ideas and developing. Do you enjoy that sort of exploration of new ideas?
I suppose it's probably, to be fair, it's probably not done a hugely amount at the family table. Right. It's probably more in the kind of work environment that those kind of projects would have been developed and brought along. But to be like at the family dinner, there would be kind of it would be interesting, kind of tossing around certain ideas, all right, about the business.
But entrepreneurism is in the blood, so you're always looking for new ideas. So you do all the innovation work in-house? Yeah,
we do. We where we feel we have the expertise, that's where we can do that development and innovation ourselves, and where if we don't have the knowledge or the expertise, that's where we'll bring in outside experts.
And would it be your key market internationally?
So the UK would be our number one export market. Even with including Brexit, it's still very important for us to maintain it and to mind it and trying to preserve it. Through all those challenges and as it's actually grown significantly all through Brexit and all through COVID.
Through the multiples or through independence?
All via multiples, really.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So
that's no mean feat.
Yeah. So we'd be the number one of oats in Waitrose. We're the number one brand of organic oats in the UK as a whole. And Waitrose will be one of our core customers there.
And your ambitions beyond the UK, where do you think it might go then?
So I suppose there's not a huge amount in continental Europe at the moment, and that is to be kind of a focus for us. I think going forward, because there is a trend there towards porridge. As a breakfast cereal, which wasn't there maybe 5 to 10 years ago, and that's a growing area. So that's something I really want to go after.
And digital transformation, how is that impacting on your business? Are you doing much online?
We are, we're doing bits and pieces. So as of this year, we've introduced a direct-to-consumer online shop. So that as part of our website, we added on that component to it. And so within that, then that's one aspect of it, and then we're really, I suppose, the trend towards online shopping is kind of a significant area of growth. And all the The multiples now in Ireland have an online platform, so really we're trying to optimize our offering to make sure that it is kind of fit for purpose, with the imagery, ingredients, product information, all of that type of stuff online.
And the trend, in certain categories away from packaging into sort of containers, and you kind of fill your own container, and to go. Are you looking at that area at all?
We're seeing it, but we're not. It's not something that we're actively exploring ourselves.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I suppose I still feel that from a food security point of view, for consumers, that there's maybe a bit of an apprehension around around that. So there's been various different trials, and the multiples in the UK are launching trial shops in certain locations, but I don't see them expanding much beyond the trial, so I suppose that's kind of giving me an indication to see whether there is a
kind of how our grandparents used to buy. They used to buy loose.
I suppose in that instance, you are often you spoke to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper would dispense it for you, whereas I think with the labour shortages now, I think the expectations is you're in control of it. So that product security is probably still a bit of a concern there. But I totally see the sustainability side to it. Cutting out packaging. I totally see that.
Well, congratulations to the family and yourself. I mean, you've really taken a brand that was quite a sleepy category and just elevated it now with the milk and really progressing it. So from buying your humble porridge, I now buy the muesli, I buy the milk, I buy the. If I can't, I'm not making the flapjacks, I'm buying yours. But all the ones I make are better, but there you go. Anyway, congratulations, really nice to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Andrew. Yeah, appreciate it.